stocks that nobody knows about, right? I'm going to make the case for small bank stocks. These are stocks that get no media attention. They get no analyst coverage. Nobody knows any of these tickers, but there's hundreds of them, and I think that there's opportunity in them. And so essentially, these are very, very small banks, right? Local banks that have maybe anywhere from 3 to 10 branches, right? They're known in a community. They're not known on any sort of national level. That said, I think that these banks can be very interesting stock plays. We've got 3 catalysts that I'm thinking about for them. The first one is that they're absolutely takeover targets. As some of the national chains or the regional chains want to expand into new markets, these small community banks are usually very good at maintaining a strong balance sheet with good assets on it. You know, they're not carrying a ton of that's going to default. They're not creating really sophisticated financial instruments that are hard to value. You know, they just have good, hard, strong assets, which makes them awesome takeover targets. The second one is PPP round 2. Those are the loans that the federal government is making available for small businesses impacted by COVID. I've talked to a ton of business owners who may have gone with like a Chase or some of the big national branches for their first PPP loan and were super dissatisfied with the process. You know, they had a hard time getting support. They weren't prioritized. This was these big banks process so much volume. So I think that the small community banks have a big opportunity to bring on new customers with the second round of PPP loans. And then the third one, the same reason why we like Bank of America right now, is that interest rates are basically as low as they can possibly go. And so over the next year or so, we should see interest rates increase, which are going to be good for those stocks.
Yeah, and look, the 10-year bond, though, is rising, which is interesting for interest rates and interest rate spreads. So, and the small bank stocks, you originally was the thesis that you came up with based on the PPP loans, and people were really railed against you like it's a one-time hit. But your logic was they have these new clients that are going to be coming to them, and since they're going to be coming to them, it's a whole new frontier of potential new business. And so you got me in it as well.
And let me give you guys some tickers out there. These are some fresh new tickers from Tim Melvin, who runs Banking on Profit with Benzinga. He is the best bank stock guy out there. He worked in community banking for 30 years and now just analyzes the stocks. Tickers that he likes right now, MSVB. So that's MSVB. Second one, EBC. Again, EBC. And the third one, EVBN. Again, that's EVBN. So those are the small banks.
I like it. I like it. And I like that you know what else I like about this, Luke? They have dividends.
Absolutely. They have dividends. And because so many of these stocks trade right at their asset value, or maybe like 5-10% premium from their asset value, you're pretty protected on the downside, right? There's a chance that, you know, let's say we hit another great recession and some of these banks get smoked because loans that we think will be fulfilled just aren't, businesses go under. So they could get smoked on that. But more or less, you're pretty protected on your downside with these.